Welcome back, everybody. How you doing tonight? So look what I got in the mail today. I got one of the Ikoria pre-release packs. So I've seen a lot of box openings, but I haven't seen too many people opening these yet. Of course, by the time I get this uploaded, there will probably be 50 of them. Anyways, let's break into it and see what we get here. I actually got sent one of these early. This was an eBay deal that I paid for, I don't know, probably 2 months ago, and just now got it. So here's our die with the new Ikoria logo. It's a red one. I like the red and black ones. Oh yeah, we got a roll. 13. 15. Not too bad. Pretty close. Alright. Let's save our pre-release card for last here. And we'll take the code out of there. Oh, I think I saw what it was. Oops, did you guys see what it was? Oh look, they include a token thing in there. That's pretty cool. This one's different than the ones that come in the packs. Yeah, it doesn't have the +1/+1 counter on it. It's got indestructible counter though. That's not on the ones in the packs, I don't believe. First strike, double strike, nice. So that's a little different. That's something new. All right, 6 packs of Ikoria, and they got different artwork on them. Cool. So let's see what we get in here. Let's see if this would have been a good pre-release kit or not, because obviously we're probably not going to be able to play paper pre-releases this time around, which sucks. Anyways, let's get through the commons here. Okay, these are the American style packs, so the commons are in the front, unlike the box I opened, which is Japanese style with the commons in the back. Rare up front. Call of the Death Dweller, Insatiable Hemophage, that's a good one pulling a sealed. Stormwild Caprador, and Classification. Really cool card. I don't know if it's going to help us much in a sealed deck though. And then a Maned Serval is our foil. And no token. Didn't even get a token. How rude. Wizards, stop putting ads and stuff. We already know. We get advertising 24/7 these days. We don't need more advertising in our packs. We're already buying your product. Just leave us alone. Primal Empathy. Savai Thundermane. Ivy Elemental. Pretty cool card for a sealed. And, ooh, Brokos. Apex of Forever. That's a hell of a pull. Nice mythic pull already. So I'll go with that. Oh, and a foil Parcel Beast with the alternate art. So that's pretty neat. I do like those alternate art cards. They're fun. They may not be as flashy and as professional looking as some of the others, and I can see why some people aren't big on them, but I think it's fun. I think it's cool. It's different. Something different. Oh, look. A fetch land that will never be printed in standard sets again. Okay, it slows down the... Okay, I'm done. Majestic Oricorn. Boon of the Wishgiver. Splendor Mare. And... oh, Zerta. We got a companion. Nice. I'm not sure how effective that would be in a sealed deck. Depends on what else we get along with it. But we'll see. Then we got one of the dual lands there. I don't know why they couldn't put those dual lands in every land slot. They put a bunch of basic lands in here too. It's kind of weak. Especially for something like this where, you know, dual lands could be a premium in a sealed deck. They would actually come in really handy. So, alright. Will of the All Hunter. Pouncing Shore Shark with the alternate. And Bastion of Remembrance. And Voracious Great Shark. Oh, goofy. Goofy card. And then another foil. Look at that. General's Enforcer. So our third foil out of, what, 4 packs? Yep, 2 more packs to go. So how are you guys liking this set so far? Have you gotten your hands on any paper cards yet? Or are you still waiting until reasonable prices? Another Migratory Greathorn, which is actually a pretty cool little mutator. Looks like we got a lot of mutate stuff. Looks like we'd probably be running mutate in this sealed one. We'll see when we're done here, though. Clash of Titans, Sonorous Howlbounder. Looks like we got another foil again. Kira Crystal, or Ketria Crystal. And, ooh, a Triumph Extended. We're not big on the Triumphs, but an extended card is always fun to get in the rare slot there. And a foil Plains. So that's kind of fun. We got a foil Plains, and then we got the Blossoming Sands, which is actually the dual land. So, pretty neat. All right, last pack. We already got the Brokos. That was pretty good. So I don't know if we can really ask for a whole lot more out of 6 packs, but you know, of course we're gonna hope. All right. Charge the Forever Beast, or of the Forever Beast. Flourishing Fox. This guy's really annoying in cycling decks. Annoyingly good if you're playing it. Annoyingly bad if you're playing against it. Rogarin Crystal. And Eerie Ultimatum. Probably not a good sealed deck card because you don't have enough ramp to pull this guy off. Oh, we did get an emblem though, the Narset emblem. That's pretty cool. All right, so our rares and mythics, just going on that alone. I think Zir is probably our most usable card in sealed here. We could use it as a companion. Each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. We'd have to see if we got enough cards to pull that off. Abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana in that cost to less than 1 mana. And 1 colorless, tap it. Target creature can't block this turn. So that's a pretty good card. Even if you're not using it as a companion, that's a pretty good card to put in the deck if you're going to run either red or white. So that's pretty good. Our Triumph was black, blue, and green, but, you know, I'm not going to make a 3-color deck just because I got one stupid Triumph in here. Plus, it's extended art. You probably don't want to play with it anyway. You probably want to keep it all nice and pretty. Classification actually could get hard cast in a sealed tournament because most of the games are going to go past the 5th or 6th or 7th round. So there is a possibility you could actually hard cast a classification, but our rares really don't seem to be doing much for telling us what deck to stack except for the Brokos. The Brokos is definitely a... this guy's a beast, so he's got trample, he's a 6/6, and you may cast him from your graveyard using its mutate ability. So you can mutate it at any time from the graveyard. He's 2 green and either a black or a blue and 2 colorless. So a hybrid black or blue. So we could run a 2-color deck that has a way of getting this in our graveyard to cast him from the graveyard and use him as kind of more of our big beastly win con there. But yeah, that's again, it's a little bit of a stretch for 1 card. So let's kind of just we'll sort out the cards a little bit here real quick and kind of see what we have as far as the colors go in the uncommons, I guess. Just to kind of see if the uncommons give us kind of a clue as to what we should play in this deck. A lot of 2-color stuff. So it looks like the bulk of our uncommons are black and white, and then 2-color. So, but are they anything good? So we got the Savai, a Thundermare, or a Thundermane. When you cycle a card, you may pay 2. When you do, he deals 2 damage to target creature and you gain 2 life. Pretty good ability, but you gotta have a lot of cycling cards, which in a sealed deck, you're not gonna get a lot of any one type of mechanic, I don't think. And then we got the Primal Empathy, Simic colors. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. If you control a creature with the greatest power among creatures on the battlefield, otherwise put a 1/1 counter on each creature, or on a creature you control. That's a pretty good card, I must say. We got a couple of the crystals to help with mana ramp if we decide to go 3-color or even 2-color and just wanted a little bit more ramp. Charge the Forever Beast and Ivy Elemental are decent greens. Our white, we got a Cycler. We got a Cycler. And we got... Oh, this guy's pretty cool. Non-combat damage would be dealt to Stormwild Caprador. Prevent that damage. Put a 1/1 counter on Stormwild Caprador for... Caprador for each 1 damage prevented this way. I used this in a draft on Arena, and that guy can get out of control quick. I drafted a lot of direct damage. I was doing white and red, and I kept shocking him myself. Or not shock, but whatever the red damage spells are in this set, I was pinging him myself and making him grow every turn. It was pretty awesome. He got really out of control. Then we got the Mutate, the Majestic Oracorn, and we got the... Didn't we get another one of these? I thought we got we got a second one too. I guess I was wrong. That must be the only one. Vigilance, whenever he mutates, you gain 4 life, and he mutates for 4. And he's a 4/4. So pretty good card for Mutate if we decide to do that. Then we got a Flourishing Fox, another cycling. So white was our most bulked up color, and 3 of the cards are decent cycling cards, especially this guy because you got lifelink too, and you put a lifelink counter on another creature when you cycle them, so it's not a wasted spell when you cycle. You actually get a lifelink counter. So this one's got cycling and gives counters too if you hard cast it. So I mean, white looks pretty strong in the uncommon spot. Red, we didn't get anything. We got, this could be red or black. We just got a Clash of Titans, so nothing in red, really. Let's put this guy back in the black. See? So, Bouncing Shore Shark, he's fun. He bounces one of your opponent's creatures back to their hand whenever you mutate them, and he's got Flash, which is pretty handy. Boon of the Wish Giver, draw 4 cards with cycling, so again, another cycling card for 1, which is pretty good. Even if we're not running blue, if we decide to go cycling, we would probably stack this in there just for the cycling ability, just to trigger the other cards like the Thundermane and stuff like that if we went red and white. Still put this in there because you can cycle it and trigger all those abilities. So, Bastion of Remembrance in black, which is pretty decent. Call of the Death Dweller. Return, oh yeah, this one's pretty cool. Return up to 2 target creature cards with total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a death touch counter on one of them and a menace counter on one of them. So that's pretty awesome card there, especially if you're running a lot of smaller casting cost creatures. You get them out quick, they die quick, you use this to bring them back in, and then they got menace and death touch, which is really annoying. And then we got the Insatiable Hemophage, which is awesome for sealed because he's death touch 3/3. His mutate's only 3, and whenever he mutates, you drain life on your opponent for however many times that creature is mutated. So that is a great card for sealed. And then if we use this as a black card, menace, and it pumps your menace up to they can't be blocked by less than 3 creatures. So pretty awesome card. He's only a 2/2 for 3, but pumping up all your menace creatures pretty handy in black. There's a lot of menace in black, so I think black and white kind of look like our strongest colors for the most part. But the problem is red and white seem to be a lot more, if you're going to go the cycling route, red and white seem to be a lot more usable than black and white as far as the cycling goes. Black's more of a mutate. Black and green and blue tend to be more of the mutate colors, and then red and white seem to be the cycling colors in this set for the most part. Oh, we got a Divine Arrow too. That's huge. So that's removal right there. That's 4 damage to any target attacking or blocking creature for 2 mana. So white is definitely a color we'd probably want to base our deck around. We got some really good stuff in white. We do have more cycling, and this one's target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, and it's got the cycling for 1, so it can either trigger the cycling abilities or you can use it to take out another creature. So that's good. We do have some ramp in green, actually. This guy, he's not very impressive, but he actually does work fairly decent in sealed. Oh, Fire Prophecy, that's the card I was thinking of. So Fire Prophecy, great card for cycling decks. So it looks like really kind of red and white, mainly cycling, but with some mutate would probably be good because Vulpikeet is an incredible mutate card. Whenever you mutate, you get a 1/1 counter, and it's a flying 2/3. So whatever you mutate onto, even if the other creature is bigger, you give it flying and a +1/+1 counter. So Migratory Greathorn's a good mutate card for ramping up mana. We got a Drannith Stinger. Okay, I can talk tonight. Drannith Stinger. So this guy is amazing in cycling builds. So most likely our most effective strategy, and this guy is very decent for cycling too. Yeah, our most effective strategy, another good 1-drop cycling card, even if we're not playing blue, you still got a 1 cycle. So it looks like we would be building a cycle deck out of this guy, probably, out of this deck. The question is, will we add a 3rd color or not? And try and add in a little bit more mutate. I don't know. Looks like there's some decent stuff in each color that we could add in here. Not a lot of blue, but there is some really good cycling cards for 1 in the blue. Oh, and a Snare Tactician, yeah. I would build a red and white cycling deck out of this because the Snare Tactician, oh my god, I played against a guy who drafted like 4 of these in a draft the other night on Arena, and I had no choice. I had no chance. I was done because he got 3 of these out on the board at one time, and he kept cycling and he was doing that. He had a bunch of blue cards that would cycle for 1, even though he didn't have blue in his deck. He was cycling those cards every turn. He would cycle something, and he was tapping 3 creatures on my board, and I only had 3. I think I managed to get like 4 out, and he managed to. I think he did the Fire Prophecy on the 4th one, and I was just like, scoop. Nothing I could do. Oh, and Pacifism too. Yeah, red and white's definitely on this Blister Spit. This guy's pretty handy because whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get to untap them. So you you ping somebody and then cast a spell and then untap them, ping them again. So he's good. Yeah, this looks like, I think, and this Light of Hope's really handy. Destroy target enchantment, put a 1/1 counter on a creature, or gain 4 life. I drafted a couple of those the other night, and it really, really helped in the deck. Yeah. Yeah, we got this guy. Yeah, he comes in with a choice of Trample or Menace for 4 for a 4/3. That's pretty good, especially if we got our red guy out that does the Menace, turns all the Menace into you can't be blocked by less than 3 creatures. So we put Menace on this guy if he's out, and yeah he's going to get over pretty much every time. Lurking Deadeye. So yeah, it looks like for this particular pull, although we do have black removal too, black does look pretty strong, but I think our best plan of attack, another Cycler, and you gain life whenever you cycle a card. Yeah, I think it looks like red and white cycling, another Cycler. That's going to be our best bet with this this particular draft pre-release kit. So let me know what you guys think. If you think there's a better strategy in here. I mean, black does have some really good stuff, and there's some pretty good green commons and stuff in here. We didn't get much in the green or black rares, but we did get some good green commons. Although we did get that Colossification, and that's a game ender right there. We did get some really good mutate stuff. We got one of the eggs and whatnot, but I think me personally, if this was my pre-release kit that I pulled, I'd probably go red and white cycling. It just seems to be the easiest and the most loaded up abilities that we pulled in here. So, yeah, what was our white foil here? I think was actually a cycling card. Oh no, just Vigilance 1/4, but not a bad little wall that can attack and not have to tap. So there you go. There's the pre-release kit from Ikoria, Lair Behemoths. Let me know what you thought of it. We got the Brokos. Oh, we got one more card. We almost forgot. There's one more. One more. The Karuga. Blue or green. Dinosaur Hippo. He's a companion. But your starting deck can only have cards with converted mana cost 3 or greater and land cards. So he would really slow us down. When he enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with converted mana cost 3 or greater. So every permanent on the board, you get to draw a card for him if you use him as a companion. You could just stack them and hard cast them in there, but yeah, 5 for a 5/4 in Simic colors, that really doesn't do a whole lot. A little bit of, maybe a couple card draws when it comes into play, but I don't think that's worth stacking around. Really cool card, and it's foil, the pre-release date that was actually, yeah, a month ago, over a month ago. Yep, we're a little behind the curve on that one there, Wussy. So, yeah, but that's what I think we would do. I'd probably stack the Zerda and go red and white and go cycling mainly, and with a little bit of extra mutate in there. So let me know what you guys think and what you would do with this particular poll, and we'll see you in the next video. There's probably a couple suggestions up there. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Every like, sub, comment, share, that's all hugely appreciated. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. You guys have a great night. Bye.